So I am Aicha from Senegal, born and raised in Dakar. I think it's the culture of hospitality that we used to call teranga. It's just about being welcoming strangers, sharing with guests, sharing foods in a plate with everybody all together. Yeah, and the respect of elders, sorry. It's like the basic, like common share value that we have. One tradition, I think, of the griot storytelling. Whenever there is a wedding ceremony or naming ceremony or any kind of celebration in Senegal, usually the griots, they praise the family and they kind of tell all the genealogy of the family and remind of the history. So I think it's something very special because they mix music with the speech. Sometimes they are accompanied by kora players and like balafon or stuff like that. And it really like it can give one a sense of pride, identity, knowing what's your roots, your family history. So it can be grounding, and not even mentioning like the social recognition that it provides as well. And they do it in such a nice way, and like it's a praising, so it gives you chills, and it really kind of makes you feel like, okay, I'm someone, like, I have a because it's kind of a way of loving people and just praising them. Many people know Senegal, uh, maybe with the football, with the music, and Dakar skyline, but uh, Dakar is not Senegal, and Senegal is not only Dakar. You have more than 10 regions with their own culture and their own kind of reality. And so, for instance, if you take Casamance, it's in the south. It's very relaxing. You have nature, and you have like very specific ethnics that live there. If you take Saint Louis, you will find the whole colonial architecture and the whole history. Lots of art gallery and um, Musée de la Photo, for instance. Like it's another vibe, very artistic vibe, right? If you take Sinsaloum and Kedougou, it's like nature. It's very green. In Kedougou, for instance, we say it looks more like Central Africa and East Africa than even West Africa. You will find the the rocks, the mountains, stuff that you don't see in the other side of Senegal. Yeah, spiritual cities. You have Touba and Tiwawan. That's like spiritual cities where people go in like pilgrims, and it's as well very particular and very different. And maybe one thing else is about the poverty. People associate the country because yeah, it's still a developing country, but it's a hustling culture, and our economic is a lot how to say informal, right? And people help each other and family, so you have support system in place. So you can't just stop at the poverty point. You have to look at behind that all this community and this mindset, this hustling mindset, entrepreneurship mindset. Everybody's doing something. Even people having like 9 to 5 jobs, they have a hustle job or business on the side, right? So I think that's those things that makes it quite outstanding. So my favorite thing to do, I guess I'm a foodie, so it's eating. Eating all my favorite food, chebuchen, yassa, everything, mafe, supukanja, and drinking my coconut water. I can't go to Dakar without stopping by the Corniche and having some coconut water. As well, I like watching the sunset and sunrise as well. So in the Corniche, every sunset time, you have all these people practicing sports. It's like such a vibrant atmosphere. I really like that. And as well, once I even book a room in Gorée Island to watch the fishing boats, just have a window over the sea and just watching the whole, ambiance of the going into the night, going into the day, having all this, just local fishermen going on their boats, getting into the sea, and coming back afterwards and seeing just how the day, the color and everything change. And yeah, as well, I like when I come to have one afternoon with one of my best friends to browse like all the new openings of design boutiques, fashion, everything like from jewelries, arts, all art galleries that are having exhibits and stuff like that. It really connects me with the city and just see what's up in the town. And sometimes when I have the time, I like to go outside a little bit to Sali or Pointe de Sarène or Saint-Saloum, just to chill a little bit and enjoy the calm and peace atmosphere. As well, I like going to shows for my favorite local singers. Last time I went, I saw Pape Cher, at a restaurant, Le Jardin in Point E. And I like those small things, which is not even like a stadium or concert hall, but just those small settings where the artists come to your table and sing for you. We used to do that with my friend for Father Freddy. He's just like amazing, and when you have him, so close, it really feels like he's part of your family now. you know. So yeah, that's what I really enjoy because how can I do that in Paris? How? Tell me. No, not in Paris, not in New York. I don't have that. But in Dakar, people are at reach. Even the artists, everybody is like so simple, easygoing. It's not that deep, right? People, they just, yeah, So that's what I like. So I think I have two. Kaldu, which is very known and mostly known prepared in the south, so Casamance, and it's with fish and okra and like palm oil. You need to try it. It's very nice and very earthy, right? Delicious. The second thing is something everybody pass because it's a street food, but it's like street food gold. It's called nambe. So it's black eyed peas that is prepared with tomato sauce and onions, but in an African way, right? And we eat it with the baguette, right? So in the street, the old ladies they sell that, and it's really delicious. You need to try it. I don't really have a favorite. I like cherujen, the white, the red, like the one with fish, the one with the chicken. We do it as well. I like supukanja. It's like okra kind of stew. I like the mafe kanja. So mafe, somebody can say it's Mali, but yeah, it's Senegal. We eat it a lot as well. It's with the peanut butter and tomato sauce, and there is, I would say, particular version where we add the okra as well. So, and there is something that we call c'est bon because c'est tellement bon. So this one is like smoked fish with seafood and in the rice, and you have different sauce. You have a red sauce. You have how to say uncooked sauce like the small onions with tomato, and you have as well something done with the bissap, which is the green part of the bissap, and the whole thing together. Oh my God! Yeah, you make me hungry now. It's like so wide. I don't even know where to start because if you talk about art, you have like so many things that is the visual arts, the photographs, you have the designer, the like it's very a creative space. The sculpture, you have big names like Usman So, you have the people working on with the metal, you have Usman Bey, what he's doing, you have my cousin Bibi Sek with all this plastic recycling much. You will go in hotels in Paris and you will find their stuff. Both of them, Bibi Sek and Ousmane Bey, and like Omar Victor, like for the photo and how he kind of mixed like fashion, art, and history together. I don't know. I can't mention everybody that comes to mind, but for me, Senegal is arts. Like you have the choreograph. And my friend Aisha them actually did a book, a wonderful book, which is Dakar. And in the book, basically, she's interviewing 100 artists like from the art scene and culture in Senegal. And in there, you will have like all these people I'm mentioning and many more, many more. And for paintings and stuff like that, it's just like you have like so many museum exhibits, and during the biennale they do like off, so now even the normal house are hosting other artists, new artists that are not in the biennale selection but get to kind of have people coming and see their work. So I don't know, it's just like it feeds you, but it's draining because you can't do everything, you can see everything, you can buy and have everything, but you have at least to let it sink, let it sink, and it's inspiring. Yeah, just, even when you go in the Corniche, when you drive, you see all those people doing sculpture, paintings. In Gore as well, you will see people sending art in the streets. In Gore, it's the same. Like the arts is part of, because it's a way people express, their whatever they have in their soul, and it's everywhere. It's really everywhere, and even in the way people do things, they there is art in it. You are talking about food, but in some places the way they do the food, the way they present it, it's like art. So yeah, uh, Dakar is rich in terms of, and I think it's not only Dakar, all Africa, but that's and the colors, the smells, and that's that's all that makes the spirit and what makes people feel like home when we go there, right? I will go with Father Freddy because I have been following his group and himself since he has done solo work. He's just amazing, and I know he do tours in Europe and everywhere. So if you get to see, to see him playing somewhere, you just have to go see him. It's really like soul feeding. It's yeah. I think if I have one to pick, that's gonna be him. But there are many other young artists that are kind of worth seeing, like Aubrey Daman, um, yeah, and many others. I will go with the very simple one that we almost say daily. It's like nekal si jam. In Senegal, like the salutation culture is something we can spend 10 minutes just saying hi to each other, shaking everything is, and jam mean peace, and it comes a lot. And Nekalsi jam is a way to kind of say goodbye and finishing the conversation. So instead of just saying goodbye, we say Nekalsi jam, which mean like be in peace. And because we say daily, we wish it to each other daily, it's a way to remind ourselves how peace and well-being is important, right? Um, and serenity, tranquility, this whole idea of just be in peace, no matter what, be in peace. And there are other formulation, but it all comes to the same meaning. Sometimes we say nasa jàmm yàgg. Ça veut dire your peace stay with you, or your peace may be long, you know. So I like all those expressions around that, because serenity and tranquility is really something that is deep, and that is the basis like of anything else. I think it's all the causes around children, education mostly. You know, in Senegal, we still have more than 35% of the children that are not going to school. I mean, children from 6 to 16 that are not going to school, you know, in the rural and villages. So I think that's something we need to work on really seriously now, because that's as well a basis. If we don't have education, we cannot, you know, we cannot get to where we wish to be. So, and as well, children protections. You know, we have this issue of the Taliban, the kids that are outside, that are just pushed in the street. That's not good. That's really not. Yeah, we need to protect children. Yeah. I guess it's a mix of nostalgia, a bit of feeling of missing out sometimes, adaptation, and culture negotiation. Because yeah, sometimes it feels like we are living this double life, trying to fit in, and at the same time holding on our culture values. Sometimes it's quite challenging, because the environment is very difficult here, socially and culturally, and even the environment. Look at this weather. We adapt a lot, but as well, it's a beauty of it, because being away allow us to appreciate more what we have there and what we need to entertain. When I go back, it's a mix as well. I mean, you can feel a little bit overwhelming sometimes. It's a mix of joy, uh, relief. I mean, the minute you land in Dakar, it's just a sense of peace and sense of home, like the smells, the air, you know, the heat, the, you know, laugh, people laugh, and the way people talk to each other so freely. Yeah, it's just you reconnect very quite easily and quickly, like the streets, and there are so many things that just makes you feel like home. But in the meantime, it's it can be challenging, because socially it's quite demanding to catch up with the friends, families, and sometimes you don't just come back to what you left, right? When you comes back, some people unfortunately are no more there. You know, things change. So I feel like the more you stay outside and you are not coming often, the more challenging it can be. That's why personally I try to go no matter what each year, at least once, sometimes twice. But I do my best to go, because I just want to keep and have this connection and feeling of home, you know. And you know, I just love Senegal, so yeah. So that's it.